Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. We're joined by Stephen Howson. Is top four confirmed, fella?
Very close. I reckon you probably need another 2 wins out of the 6 we've got left to actually properly confirm it. But yeah, there's a gap now, isn't there, between us and Newcastle, who are, once we hopefully get 3 points in our game in hand, within a point of each other, and that's 10 points ahead of the likes of Spurs and that also. I would assume that that's done by then. I mean, we're 10 points ahead of Liverpool with 6 to go-ish. You know, I think we're on level games with them. So I would think, yeah, I would expect us, barring a mad catastrophe, to be a Champions League next year. I
mean, would you put a catastrophe past us at this point? No, because today, today, we actually saw a game out against an Unai Emery side who put 11 men behind the ball for pretty much the entirety of the game. And we're not really used to that, are we?
I don't think that's how they played.
Really?
Yeah, they had a high line that we were getting in behind. So how can you say they put 11 men behind the ball? Because the entire first half.
Because we were playing so many long balls across. It was like we were playing Stoke ball for the majority of the game. They played a high line.
No, we wasn't, Jordan.
Come on, you saw it, mate.
No, they were through balls. They were balls angled, attacking balls for people to run on the end of. They weren't
over the top
balls to go and win the second ball of.
Were they over the top though?
Yeah, but there's more than one way to go over the fucking top. Paul Scholes played over the top balls. Was he a Stoke player?
Hey, I just said Stoke ball. I didn't necessarily mean we're playing Stoke ball from
fucking
like Paul Scholes and that.
Used to play those fucking switches. Was he a Stoke player?
Hey, it happened a lot. My comparison was it happened a lot. Hey, right, shut up then. Anyway, I think today, I know who my man of the match was, but who do you think played the best today? Because I think it was Tyrell Malacia.
He created some chances and it was better than he's played recently. I think Lindelof and Shaw, one of those two.
Why?
I thought in possession they looked incredibly comfortable. They did something that if a Pep Guardiola player had done, people would be wanking in public if they did it. Like we saw a couple of times where Luke Shaw would get ahead of Lindelof, playing it out in the back line, and then Lindelof would play it through to him, breaking the 2 Aston Villa strikers in half. If Pep had 2 centre halves where one was getting ahead of the other to receive the ball, people would have dissertations on it. Like, I thought that was really good. I thought that was really interesting and different, and I enjoyed seeing that. And the fact that you're playing what I think on paper at least, certainly in terms of the likes of like seniority and status within the club, Lindelof is probably our 4th choice centre half, and Luke Shaw is a left back. But together, they're very good. They both complement each other quite well. They're not the tallest. They're both 6 foot or 6'1", I think maybe Lindelof is. But they're not exactly big, domineering centre halves. They dealt with stuff in the air quite well today. They dealt with Ollie Watkins, who's on absolute fire. They played and recycled possession fantastically. I think they had the most of the ball out of anybody in our team today. They play the ball forward. They communicate really well. They recover for each other really well. I thought it was a really good, not just technical performance, but it was also a performance of a little bit of spirit. They were both getting out, closing things down, stopping shots on the edge of the box. You had Lindelof clearing it off the line. So they are my joint men of the match.
They were both stepping up as well, like so impressively as well. And I think what would be interesting is, let's say season finishes, right, top 4 done, get to the FA Cup final, Shaw and Lindelof are still playing exactly the same as they are right now. Do you throw a fit Raphael Varane straight into that and disrupt the relationship, yes or no?
What's a fit Raphael Varane?
He's not playing. Well, it's Ten Hag saying he can play in the final.
I trust Ten Hag to make the right decision in that, because the right decision might be to have Shaw at left back.
Yeah, I mean, the way Malacia played today, I wouldn't be too disheartened if he was starting in that game at left back. But again, the occasion might get over him. But speaking of players who let the occasion go over for him, Marcus Rashford today seemed a little bit just off it. Do you reckon it was because he was playing sort of out of position?
Did you get dumped this weekend or something? What's the matter?
Nah, I'm talking about he played as a 9 today, didn't he? And there was so many over-the-top through balls to him, and you'd think, right, his pace would help him in that scenario. But, he's so much better at receiving the ball and going at players. He was a bit quiet today. Do you not think? He's a bit quiet today?
I thought he was unlucky. He played. I thought he was getting on the end of stuff really well. Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it doesn't. That's it. I don't think he got his shots off too well, but if he doesn't take the shot that he has, does Bruno score?
No, you're right. You are right.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm just trying to get a feel whether you thought you'd be worried about him.
On the wrong fucking side this morning. You decided that no matter what happened today was shit, but it wasn't. There was loads of points. Aston Villa are absolutely flying. Unai Emery is a top manager that has got is it only Manchester City have got more points than him since he took over? They're absolutely flying. They tated us back at Villa Park when we played them. They've come to Old Trafford. That first half was a schooling. We were getting in time and time again. We arguably should have had more goals than we did. We did have to hang on a little bit. And now he changed it at half time because he's a fucking good manager. So he changed some stuff at half time. I think they sat a little bit deeper. They went down their right-hand side a little bit more. It looked like they were trying to get him through there. They had some opportunities themselves. We had to clear one off the line. I don't think you can call it shit. I think you can call it a competitive Premier League game with a team that's just inside the top four and a team that's going for the top four. It's a fucking good game.
Hey, I never said it was a shit game. You're putting words in my mouth again.
You just saying we played shit. Rashford shit.
Right, when did I say that?
That was a load of shit.
Oh, Steve, you are doing my head in. It's a good job we won today, or else I'd be right down there. But Manchester United...
good job we did win, yeah, because Jesus Christ, imagine talking to you after a loss. Fucking hell, Jordan.
Bloody hell, thanks for that, Steve. Jesus Christ, always nice speaking to you. But anyway, still, make sure you subscribe to Stretford Paddock because we're less than 9,000 away from 700k, so your support is well and truly needed right now. Thank you to Stephen Howson. Manchester United won, Aston Villa 0. Top four, pretty secure in it. We'll see you in a bit.